is an instinct, need, joyful, interesting, fun, brain-building and must-do activity for children. It provides to the intellect and builds in knowledge by connecting the neurons and the neural connections in children. Playway is a method which promotes the spirit of play in the teaching and learning. The playway approach was first used by Henry Cadwell Cook to describe his method of teaching English. The modern roots of understanding and applying play in education extends clearly to Friedrich William August Froebel, one of the most influential educational reformers of the 19th century. Froebel started the organized early childhood education method called kindergarten, in which he believed that children are plants, facilitators the gardener, and school a garden. Playway method insists on child-centered and experiential learning, where children learn by doing and play is the force which drives them to acquire the knowledge. Play-based curriculum builds on curiosity, motivation, problem solving in children and helps them to inquire and satisfy their curiosity by playing and stretching their thinking to higher capacities. Though the method is child-centered, the learning is supported learning, where facilitator underpins and reinforces the concepts learnt by children. For instance, when children are playing in the garden, facilitator can engage them to think about certain concepts by asking them questions and encouraging them to problem solve. Facilitator also allows children to engage in concepts such as literacy, mathematics, and science. A growing body of research suggests that play-based learning engages children in effective problem-solving behaviors, and child-directed play has found to be effective for overall development of the children. Many developmental learning has been linked to playway approach as the facilitator takes on a passive role or an indirect role in transacting to children the concepts to be learned. Learning outcomes. At the end of this module, you will be able to understand the playway method, improvising early learning environments to incorporate playway method in enhancing reading skills. So what is playway method? Playway is an activity-based method which allows children to actively participate in the learning process by satisfying their curiosity through natural urge. Learning by doing is the principal factor of this technique. It provides an impetus for children to achieve and be proficient in a skill through trial and error process. In the process of play and learning, children can hone their skills, rectify their mistakes, and this paves way for incidental learning. It is a flexible method based on the needs, interest, and age of the child. This method also provides for freedom, expression of thought, and creativity in children. Playway is an umbrella method which many other common teaching techniques are based on. Kindergarten, Dalton plan, project method, heuristic method are some examples. Principles of playway method. Playway method is based on the following principles. Learning should take place in experiential way, where children learn by doing. Learning should take place in a conducive environment which has freedom for children to think, satisfy their curiosity. Playway method should suit the needs, interest, and should be developmentally appropriate for children. Learning should be child-centered. Enough opportunities should be provided for children to express themselves in a positive manner. Environment. In playway method, environment is crucial in providing independence and opportunity for children to be proficient in skills. Environment is a space which provides for children's curiosity by helping them to manipulate, explore, and experience varied materials and methods of learning. While defining an environment of an early learning center, can be divided into space provided and the materials that offer to the child's developing inquisitiveness. An environment with labels, tags, pictures, and words provide ample exposure to children to develop their reading skills. Every design and decor of the classroom provides an atmosphere for children to explore the elements of literacy. The environment, which is rich in literacy, should emphasize on conversation, reading, and transcribing the language into written format. For the environment to provide these, there should be a collection of materials which would facilitate and foster reading skills in children. The different ways in fostering reading skills are: children's seating. Children in the classroom should be seated in groups so that they can converse on the projects given by the facilitator. The problem solving can be a group effort where children can convey their ideas and can use their mixed abilities to solve the problem given. Books. A book corner or a library with open access to varied genres of book and different types of books such as big books, picture books, cloth books, or digital books should be introduced to enhance the vocabulary of children. An environment with books will help children to develop an interest towards books and reading. Tags and labels. An early learning environment encompasses different materials. Books and other reading materials are essential for triggering and enhancing children's literacy experiences and lay foundation for reading skills. Tags and labels give visual cues for children on the location of the materials and the items in the environment. Labels and tags add on the organization of the environment. Labels and tags also contribute to self-directed learning. Common items like clock, rack, sink, bowls, bins, etc. should be labeled near the item. This will promote letter and word recognition, will also help in understanding the print, and will also encourage reading in children. Meeting space. A meeting space can be arranged in the environment for children to meet and talk about the classes, discuss about their feelings, thoughts, etc. A meeting place can be open to be accessed during the core hours of the center. It can be concluded that play is an innate factor which drives learning in children. Playway approach was first proposed by Henry Cadwell Cook, and many other learning approaches are based on play. It can be incorporated into children by tweaking the environment and by training facilitators to motivate children in experiencing learning through play.